Ladies and gentlemen, we have just met Clive Hickman at Cranfield today. That's 20th of May. We have the first Manufacturing and Materials Alumni Day at Cranfield. Thank you, Clive, for coming. Clive is honorary graduate of Cranfield 2011, and we are so pleased he could come to give the annual alumni lecture here in the Vincent Building Auditorium at 5:30 today, so we are looking forward to your presentation. Now, when you are here, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. One is about future of UK manufacturing. As you are in the forefront of UK manufacturing, and as I understand, as part of Catapult, you want to really take the science we develop, the technology we develop in the universities into marketplace to make it successful and actually create jobs and revenue for the country. Where do you see the future of UK manufacturing going?
I think it's an important time for UK manufacturing because I think we have a situation now where, for once in my career, we have academia, industry and government aligned with the same purpose to try to drive forward manufacturing for the future. And for us, I think the real key thing is to look for the high-value manufacturing opportunities where we can step beyond what is capable elsewhere. So in my lecture tonight, I'll be talking about some of those technologies and looking into detail at quite a few of the case studies that we're able to present based upon some of that high-value manufacturing capability. Things such as advanced robotics, intelligent automation, where we're working very closely with the Cranfield and Loughborough Centre for Innovative Manufacture, which is funded by EPSRC and links directly into the work that we're doing at MTC for intelligent automation. I'll also talk a little bit about what we call additive manufacture. Everybody talks about 3D printing today. Well, I'm going to talk about a different type of 3D printing where we're looking at metal manufacture through a 3D process and looking at some very, very high deposit rates that we think we're able to achieve with things like fibre lasers, where we think we can deposit 1 kilogram of metal every minute, and therefore game-changing in terms of the way future technology moves forward. I think the key that goes with that is that, as I say, I think the government has got its strategy right in terms of the things that we need to do for high-value manufacturing. I also think it's got the strategy right about skills development. The problem that I see is that if we do the technology development and the skills development in isolation, we won't have a joined-up, cohesive workforce at the end of the day. Therefore, I think it's really important that we link skills with the high-value manufacturing technology centres so we develop engineers and technicians and apprentices for the future that are trained in this new technology.
I'm very pleased you mentioned about apprentices. We are actually launching tomorrow National Apprenticeship Competition, and that will be launched by our Minister, Michael Fallon, tomorrow at Cranfield in the National Manufacturing Debate. So in terms of skill, can you elaborate a little bit more about role of Manufacturing Technology Centre, which you head, how MTC could help in developing skill?
I think the Catapult centres in particular, and of course the Manufacturing Technology Centre, which is part of that Catapult, has a massive role to play in skills development, because we need to generate a future generation of apprentices who become technicians who are familiar with these new processes. Right. And if we continue to train apprentices in the way we've trained them in the past, then I'm afraid that at the end of their training period, they still won't have the skills that we need. What we have to do is train them during the apprenticeship programme in the right skills, in the intelligent automation, how to link robotics with lasers, how to link robotics with optics, how to look at the additive layer processes that we're looking at. How do you work with a 20 kilowatt fibre laser, which is quite a dangerous beast, as you can imagine, but has some fantastic potential in the things that we can do for future manufacturing technology.
Thank you. Let me take you from apprentice to the other end of education, which is doctoral research.
Yes.
So where do you see doctoral study could contribute in manufacturing skill base in the country?
Again, I think that's really important, and an MTC has already joined with a number of universities to create an engineering doctorate centre at the MTC, where we're able to take on 10 EngDocs each year to develop in some of these new technologies. And clearly, those very, very able engineers who are studying for doctorates will be the ones who take technology to the next generation and to the next level and beyond where we are today. If we look at the things that we're working with today, when I was a young engineer, there were things that we dreamed of. I want to bring in the new EngDocs to say, what are you dreaming of? How do we make that a reality?
Okay, now that's great. We are looking forward to listen to your annual alumni lecture at 5:30 today. Thank you very much for your support to Cranfield.
Thank you.